Hey guys, this is Yumi. So here I am. I'm trying to make a level. I thought I would do something different, do something off stream, and do an episode at the same time, making of me making a level. Something I haven't really done before. I know I've done a live stream on the channel before, but I just thought I would do something completely different. This idea came to me. I was thinking for a while. It's like Goombas are kind of cute. I love their animations. I love the way they kind of like squeal and all that stuff. I don't know, that sounds really weird, doesn't it? But anyhow, I had this idea of Goombas are cute, do not hurt my Goombas. I seen an idea of this play out before of somebody, if you hurt an enemy, you get a key, and then you're stuck with that key, and then you get sent to, hold on, I'm trying to insert, pardon me, I'm inserting something on my computer, just don't mind me. It's for the thumbnail. Anyhow, God, I had it upside down. There we go. So if you hear any background noises, I do apologize. Anyhow, it's just basically, oh, you hurt a Goomba, you're gonna hurt a Goomba, you're gonna take a key, all that type of stuff. So that's basically where I was rolling with this. So anyhow, I'm just setting up the level. I made this under an hour. Surprisingly, I had this idea in mind. I was I'm gonna roll with it, even with me going back and forth between the two themes I come up with between Super Mario 3D World, because I love the animations that the Goombas do in 3D World. Unfortunately, it did not work for this plan, so then I had to switch for the next best thing, which would be Super Mario Brothers. New Super Mario Brothers. Sorry, new soup. So here I am. I'm just trying to like get the necessary. Okay, you get a mushroom, you get a one up, or you get coins or something. I don't know. I was going through this. I was thinking about doing auto scrolling or something, just so that way you're forced to like go fast. But I decided that didn't pan out. I'm gonna wait until I can do an actual like airship level where I can like move around and all this stuff. I just didn't know how to get the auto scroll to work. Here I am just laying the foundation. You're gonna have to jump it all over. You're gonna have to avoid. You know, um, the level is quite easy. I kind of beat it on my first try, but for those who are trying to get through it as fast as they can, they're gonna have a hard time or something. I'm pushing the flagpole back because while this is not a really long level, it's kind of short. It still requires me having more space in this level so I could do stuff. I'm making a slope now, a steep slope. That way Goombas are flying at you and you have to avoid the Goombas coming at you. This is where I'm at. Oh yeah, and I kind of want to fix that. There we go. And I was like, I'm trying to put something underneath there. That didn't work out. So now I'm doing that. I really want to do this in 3D World. Unfortunately, the thing is they don't really have vines in 3D World. They only have a cat tree. Or the bell tree or whatever you call it. So I was forced to um, switch it over to new soup, and you will see that in just a moment. I kind of sped through all this. This first part is about 10 minutes long. It took me a long time to figure out what I'm doing. I kind of wanted to that way you have to climb up a vine to get down there, and then if you got a key or something, you're kind of stuck in purgatory with all my Goombas. Like, don't touch my Goombas. You hurt my Goombas, you're going to be stuck in purgatory with all my Goombas. The only way you're getting out is getting a spike to the head. So here I am making the key door, and then I realize that I need to not set it at the ground level. You'll see me move it out in a second. I realized that if somebody were to get a key and then left the door down there, that they could easily climb back up. They could easily get back into the door and then climb back up. So I'm doing all types of things, and then I realized that yeah, you could wall jump and all that stuff, or something like that. I'm just trying to get through it. So I'm trying to make this challenging. This is the first in the Goombas Are Cute series. I might do it in different game themes, different game styles. So like do it ground level, underground, airship, all that type stuff. I think Goombas are kind of adorable, to be honest. I watched this like cartoon animator guy. His name is Level Up, and the way he make his Goomba videos are kind of cute, in my opinion, because the Goombas have these really nice personalities or something. They're just so adorable with the way they do stuff. Um, so yeah, I'm just going through the whole covering up the area because that's the way I am. I like to cover up my area. And here I am. This is the first initiation of the Goomba Purgatory area where you're gonna have to fight off a bunch of Goombas because you kill one of their friends. Now they're gonna go after you or something. So I'm like, ah. Then I realized, what if you took out all the Goombas? You can't get back. There's no death block or anything. So I went ahead and I got a spike block. I couldn't find the spike in this world. I was probably not looking. And then I was trying to make it yellow, but then I was adding more Goombas. I don't know. I'm like, nah, I need more Goombas. Did I leave it yellow for the time being? Well, anyhow. So moving on, we're getting into the part where I'm looking for the find, not seeing the find. Don't know where the finds are at. And I'm just getting really annoyed at this point. I'm like, this is not working out. I really need that find. So then I was like, what am I going to do? And I took away the spike block. This is when I decided to change game styles. I changed game styles, and then I'm kind of upset that I had to start over, but that's fine. I have the basics of what I want to do. So when I make a level, I kind of want to do the top layer first. Get that layer down just in case there's any decorations, like flowers or bushes, stuff like that, and then move them around if I have to. And then do the bottom portion, so like the next layer. So I'm just trying to get the same setup as I did last time, getting them back through. If you're watching this after the fact, because I am planning on doing this as part of a premiere, then thank you for watching after the fact. I do appreciate if you're looking to see how to beat this level. I don't think this level is really that hard. I'm just trying to make levels and as part of my Super World Maker series. So I might have a separate world dedicated to all about Goombas because what can I say? Goombas are cute. Roll credits. I'm just gonna keep repeating that. So I'm just adding a bunch of Goombas. Didn't realize I can just. At first, I don't know why I was running. Maybe I was looking at dodging. What I should have done was make the Goomba first. What am I doing? I'm undoing a bunch of stuff. Oh, I thought maybe I can go ahead and switch back to 3D world. That's probably what I was doing. So I'm going to like go back to 3D world, thinking I could find the find there. And then I take a look in the same area where the find would be, but it's not there. It's just a cat tree. So I thought, okay, maybe the cat tree would work. But I realized when you jump on the cat tree, you're going to run into several problems. One, people can bypass the cat tree and climb up. They don't necessarily climb up the same way as you do a find. So I decided, well, scrap that. I'm just going to go back to new soup and continue what I was doing. So then I'm fixing my steaks. What I should have done for the Goombas was put it all together, which is the biz sound part and the key, and then do that instead of adding each one separately. I did, however, do a Goomba and a key together and then copy that Goomba several times over, as you can see. But as what I'm doing right now is I'm pushing the thing back. I'm making my steep slope. I'm making it, I could decorate it better, but I don't want to like give the player any type of advantage to bypass my level. I don't want to give out cheese. So yeah, it lacks aesthetics, kind of lacks like decorations, if you would. And I'm just seeing how this will go, see if people will follow my directions and do not touch my Goombas, because I kind of want that to happen. So here I am making this little like Goomba thingy where the Goombas look at you and say, there's gonna be 6 Goombas all standing there, and of course they will count as 1-ups in the end. I made that little roll on acid, and I'm like, hey, I like that. I'm gonna make that more. So I made another roll, and then I made 2 more. So there's gonna be a total of 6 Goombas, and they're just all gonna look at you. Next, I was like, I need to fix this because I don't like single rolls. I like double rolls. I don't know. Single lines are kind of like, ew. I don't like single lines of stuff. There's not that much depth to it. Here I am making the door before I made the key. I'm placing that there, changing into a key block. I am testing this key room out to see how, yeah, I originally put that Goomba there, the one by the door, but I realized you'll die instantly, so I kind of wanted where there's purgatory, where you're gonna have to fight all the Goombas. I didn't really test that part any further, but every time I went into the room, I kept dying to the first Goomba, and I was like, huh, I'm missing something. I'm missing a spike. But I'm looking for something. I don't know what I'm looking for. I get confused half the time when I'm trying to make levels, because it's not like Super Mario Maker 1 where you can have a row. You can make your own row of items you want to use over and over again. I'm just fixing it now. I'm just lowering it, making more of it. Because here there's more depth to it. Of course, it's not really that much. And I'm like, I like that part. I messed up. I'm going to keep it. Yep, here I go. I made that nook. I like that nook. That's a nice nook.
Here we go.
You know, so I'm in here. I'm testing to make sure you could actually jump into the Goomba. I mean, not the Goomba, the spike, which turns out true. So then here I am looking at what I need to do. So then I go get my, let's see, what did I grab? I grab a vine. I'm like, I need to test this vine to make sure that this is going to work, because I know from a previous level I've seen, if you were to press up on a vine, and you had a key, you'll go to a key door first and then the vine. There is a way to cheese it, kinda, but it's still going to be hard if you don't know that cheese, so I'm like testing it. So I'm testing going into here, and then of course I die instantly to that first Goomba, so eventually I take him out, because he's kind of in the way. But I kind of wanted to have an anti-climactic Goomba at the end, but I decided that this sound effect came in too early, so I take that one out. Then I'm just going in here trying to move stuff around, because if you're a big Mario, you're going to have a hard time ducking. And what's the point if you easily just like, you know, if you wanted to, you could just run through it. There's no Death Star, there's only a mushroom. There are 3 1-ups that you can find. Oh, I realized that if you're invisibility frames, then you have to, you know, do that. Then I realized people can actually jump on the vine, so then I was trying to find a way to prevent people from wall jumping or stuff like that. So in the moment I move the Goombas, the 6 Goombas are going back and forth. they're like the marching people from, what's it called, from Wizard of Oz, going Oreo, Oreo. That's what it reminded me of. So I put a wall of spikes. I'm not a really big fan of spikes, but I realize in times like these you actually need spikes. So forgive me if you run into my spikes, because I did see if I can actually, yeah, spike hitboxes are really bad. So that's why I was looking at, trying to see, yeah. So spikes does hit you. I was trying to see if I could jump and then avoid the spikes or something. So I get the key, and then of course I die instantly to the spike. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, I am a terrible human after the fact, after I made this level. It's not something I like to do. So anyhow, I'm trying to think what else to do. I was thinking, well, somebody could easily climb up there instantly, so it's kind of like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker type thing. But I realized what would be more funny if you just had a Goomba that come out of the block. So it prevents you from jumping up, because of course you're going to jump up for the door, and then the Goomba's right there, and it's just like, you try to cheat, now you get punished. Then I realized what would be more funny if I just had a laughing track. I've never done the laughing track per se, but I thought it would be great for this, because the Goombas are laughing. It's like, you hurt my friends, now we're gonna hurt you, and you're gonna suffer punishment. I mean, the level is not that hard. I would say it's in the normal range, but knowing people, they'll put it around 30%, anywhere between 10 and 30% if they don't know how to play well, because half the time you probably get a level through endless, and you can't see the description of the level, and that really irks me because half the time what I say about the level is in the description, and I wish there's a way that you could see the description. So yeah, I add a laughing track to this, but I'm like, well, the spike's right there, and I don't want people to run right into the spike. But then I realized that coming up soon, that I don't want people running into the spike because people are going to be running and all that stuff. So I will move the thing over. Also, I added in the slide track theme. I love N64. I love their music. But I felt like that's the biggest troll. It's just trying to avoid purgatory, and you're just stuck with all these Goombas. So then I test this out again in a moment. Oh yeah, this is when I make the Goomba with the key, because all the Goombas with the keys have this. So now I'm making all the Goombas. Hopefully, I did mess up. Like enemies on hills are not my greatest aptitude. Because one, they they don't appear at all, or they're stuck in a weird animation. So I'm just putting a million Goombas right now. Yeah, I hate it when they don't go, they disappear on me, and I forgot I had the copy key on, so I'm just moving Goombas around. We're getting about halfway in the video. You'll see me doing, more Goomba keys. This is the part where I wish I put in the biz thing. So I'm just testing things out, making Goombas, yeah, because, like I said, it's short, sweet, it's single player, so this is something that you shouldn't get in multiplayer. But I don't know how the single player tag will work if you get a level in multiplayer. I don't know how that works. I know that on a comment on one of my levels, somebody was pretty upset that he got one of my levels in multiplayer, I'm assuming, and he said, well, you could please change the tag to single player, because I had it set where nobody can change my tags, because I don't want that for my levels. My levels had tags for a reason, and I'm not gonna, oh, it was a Link level. It was the Link update video. It was where I made it back in December, where you get to test out. It's not that stupid, but it's more like, hey, I don't know how to play as Link, so I'm gonna make a level knowing how to play as Link, and I'm just gonna put this in the level. I'm just gonna make this where you have to beat the level as Link. So I put in a spike and a one of those. What do you call that? What do you call that? Spiky? No, it's a pokey. Yeah, I put a pokey in there. So you have to use your skills. There's several ways to beat that level, as I realize now. So anyhow, I realized I put in one too many Goombas. At the beginning, there's that mushroom, the 1-up, so you'll see that. I realized I put in one too many Goombas. I'm just making sure the Goombas don't go poofing on me, so I'm just checking that out. So, I don't know. Like, they don't really make these. Yeah, this is when I realized that they went Vandal Snap. So I'm just moving back where they belong. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. So then I'm looking over here. I realize I don't have 2 more 1-ups at the end. I always like to put in 3 1-ups for people to physically collect, but I realized that once you touch the top of the flagpole, you will get all these 1-ups by the Goombas regardless, because of the ones in the purgatory area. I put that right there, but then I realized if you're not Big Mario anymore, you have to jump to it, so then I put it right there. What else did I do? I put a Goomba right here. This is the one I was talking about. The anti-climatic Goombas that normally happen in boss levels. Like you get for a really tough castle level, and then all of a sudden there's a single Goomba walking at the end, and you jump at it. I thought about putting that there, but I realized when you get at the end that the sound effect comes on, and I didn't want that happening, so I decided to take it away. And of course, the poor Goombas are marching, Oreo, Oreo, Oreo. So now I'm trying to decide what to do now. I think this is part. I take away the sound effect. I don't want that anymore. Um. Oh yeah, I decided to put the happy bonus music because having the happy bonus music in a level like this, where you can't hurt my Goombas, and the Goombas are just trying to go in peace. Just don't hurt my Goombas, or you'll be sorry. Yeah. Also, you can't get a key if the Goomba falls to its death. You have to physically hurt it. But I'm trying to see what else. I know the first 15 minutes of this video, it was all really fast paced because I was trying to get through this level as fast as possible to showcase it to you because I don't want to bore you guys out. But this is the part where I was trying to auto scroll it, but I couldn't know what to do. It's like kind of weird how it's set up. Like, it won't let me do certain things. Oh yeah, I almost put a Goomba in the box. No worries, there's no Goomba in the box. I'm just trying to look at the auto scroll, trying to figure out what to do. I've never done an auto scroll level before. I'm just looking at it because, it's kind of weird. I was trying to move it. That's what I was trying to do. Trying to move it. I couldn't figure out how to, do that without it going, to a certain pace. Yeah, so this part is kind of really boring, in my opinion, because I'm trying to get the auto scroll done. I was like, hey, I thought I had none. Okay. And I was like, oh, I guess I didn't. I thought you could set an auto scroll at certain points, but I guess if you have multiple of those custom birds, you could. Because I don't want it like going at a certain time. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do. And I'm trying to erase it. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, let me erase this part. Let me move this up. Let me move this down. I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm not doing anything with this. Like, that was really frustrating on my part. And I'm like, okay, well, let me try this again. See if I could get it to work. And I'm like, hey, don't touch the Goomba. Here I am trying to move something. Because I thought if it's always growing and you have to go a lot faster, then this is going to make you go a lot faster. But then I realized at the end, it's kind of weird how it's set up. So like, well, that's not really gonna work out. So I'm just gonna undo everything, thinking that will work. But I forgot I have to go physically take it out. So I'm just like, screw this. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'll figure out what to do in the future. But then if I had the slow theme on, that would be better. So I'm going to the beginning of the level and testing it out. But I kind of realized right there that I would hit the Goomba, and then I would get the key. So I'm like, great, I just kill a Goomba, and I wasn't trying to, because Goombas are cute. I think I hurt maybe 15 Goombas in the making of this video. I don't know how many Goombas were in the Purgatory Room. I lost count, so I'm just counting for those Goombas. I'm just avoiding. Yeah, I hurt 2 Goombas. I'm like, well, I could test this out. And I realized, yeah, at that point, I realized I hit the spike. So, and I died immediately to that Goomba. So, here's what I did after this point, because I was kind of playtesting it. I realized this is a part where I'm like, okay, let me move Goombas around. Yeah, I moved that Goomba over. I mean, I don't know how anybody would not, would not, bypass the goalpost. It's going to be a miracle on anybody's part if they bypass it, but that Goomba's just there for aesthetics. Yeah, whatever. And then I was like, well, they kind of wall jump and all that stuff. So I grabbed the spike wall. I did. Oh, excuse me, I'm a bit tired while recording this video. And I copied that hidden block with the second Goomba. And then I made a row. I made a little line. That way you can not get yourself hurt by a spike anymore. And then I decided to change it to none. I go to playtest it more. I change it back down. I change the timer to 120 seconds. I was trying to think, do I want to do it for 3 or 2? And I decided to go with 2. Because you kind of want to go fast. But you also don't want to hurt my Goombas. And then I'm playtesting more, and then I lost the shroom, and I'm like, oh crap. And I get myself killed by a Goomba. Because they're coming at me with vengeance, and I move that Goomba back. And I decided to move this. Oh, excuse me, I'm tired again. I decided to move it forward a bit, but that didn't really work because I still got the key. So then I go to move the roll back because I didn't like how that worked. So there I am, just, you know, testing it out. You know, the Goombas are marching one by one, and I hurt another Goomba. And then I realized the Goombas are gonna fall to their deaths. Here I am, just avoiding Goombas, trying to go as fast as I can. And I'm testing both of them out. I'm like, oh, well, great. I jump, you know, and I go and hurt myself in purgatory. Then I realized that Goomba's gonna keep hurting me, so I took him out. Now I'm just trying to determine what to do. This is the part where I do the biz part, and I should have done it a long time ago. So I put the biz on all of them. I know it was just like really annoying at this point. So I'm just going through all this. The type of software I'm using to record this and to do the stuff afterwards, like the editing portion, is I'm using OBS, which is Open Broadcast software. I'm using OBS Studio, that's what it's called. And the thing I'm using to record, to edit, like fast forward some part, the first 15 minutes I'm fast forwarding, and to do the narration is Windows Movie Maker. I used this previously on the old Windows SP a long time ago when it had a different name. It was still Movie Maker, it was something different. I forgot. It's like Windows Movie Maker, now it's just Movie Maker. That's what I'm using to edit this. I used this a lot back in the day, right before I decided to start. Yeah, you can easily jump over the flagpoles. This is back in the day before I started live streaming. This is what I was using to edit all my videos. I still have a ton of videos in like storage. That's like years old. I know I keep saying I want to continue and try to finish edit those videos, but some of those videos are no longer usable in the Star Wars, and I feel like all that hard work, especially the Trooper one, the Republic Trooper series, unfortunately it had all the sounds edited out. If I knew about narration, I could probably have fixed that, but I don't think I can. But if I were to go back to Star Wars The Old Republic, I would go back and, you know, redo that series as probably like a live stream. Something I kind of want to go back to is go back into Star Wars The Old Republic, but at this time I don't really have the funds to do that. I'm just waiting to go back to work before I, you know, get a subscription again. I kind of miss my guild, to be honest. I don't know if I got off the guild or something. I don't know. Hey, sorry guild, but it's just, I wish I could go. I could go back anytime. I mean, I got the I bought something years ago that cost $5 to do, and I have it for like life. It says free to play is something like special or something. I forgot what it's called, but I don't have the paid subscription. But still, here I am just trying to make my signature Yumi J's logo. This is something I like to do. I like to make levels for my subscribers, for my Yumi J's, all that stuff. Um, I always like to do the Yumi J's type thing, you know. Something special for all my Yumi J's for the support and everything they like to do for like they do for this channel. Fortunately, the P box don't exactly work because they can't be seen. So then I switch this out in a moment. Here I am just fixing S because every time I try to make these letters, can't make it in the right spot. I just look at the Y and the J and it looks like one big I. This is the part I erased it all. I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna erase it. I always put Yumi J's logos, and I try to in all my levels. Try to have it set up for, yeah, this is Yumi J's. Because, you know, we have the Yumi J's where my name's Yumi J Mess Me or Yumi J's Mie. And I say, hey, this is Yumi. Hey everybody, it's Yumi, and welcome to my live stream or my video or something. Then on my Mario Maker profile, it's J Mess Me or J's Mie. From back when I was doing when I was doing Super Mario Maker 1, and I decided to keep that name. It's also, people have asked me before, how do I came up with my name? So the name J Mesney or James Mie came from the first character I ever did for Star Wars: The Old Republic, and she is a Jedi Knight. I was just going through random names, and I was going through one pop up, and it was Jamie. And I liked that name a lot, but the problem was the word Jamie got taken. I'm like, well, why recommend a name if it got taken? But I realized you could do variations of names. So then I decided to add in an Esther 3 letters, and those 3 letters are S, M, and E. So that's what happened. And then the people in my guild at the time, they kept calling me J for short because J's Mie was too long. So they just call me J. Of course, now I'm a Sith Empress. I'm not really a Jedi Knight. Because I'm so, I really love the character I made for Star Wars: The Old Republic called Yusatsuki, which is actually a variation of the Sailor Moon character Yusaki Tsunikyo, which is funny, you know, in a way, but... So then I'm adding in the Goombas, but then I realized I don't want Goombas falling from the sky. So then at this point, I'm like, how can I stop the Goombas from falling from the sky? I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna put in a bunch of walls right here. Do stuff like that. Getting close to the end of the video, the last few minutes, I'm just gonna basically, you know, just gonna upload this in a moment. Yep, I kind of done goofed there. Yeah. So I put in a bunch of Goombas. I'm like, oh, this is fine. We're just gonna have Goombas everywhere. They can't hurt us. I kind of want to emphasize in the, I guess the thumbnail of the level that this is a Goomba level. Like, all there is Goomba. So I'm just putting this all together right now. And I shows the upload location. So I go, first I say Goombas are cute. Then I kind of want to like, well, I kind of want my logo, I want my theme in it. So I write Goombas are cute. And I'm like, wait, I can add in more letters, can I? I can't write in Super Yumi J's World because that's too long. That's for like, you know, that's for the regular levels. And then I go back because I was about ready to enter, should I do Goombas are cute Yumi J's or should I do Yumi J's dash colon Goombas are cute? So then I'm backtracking. And I forgot, hey, I forgot to Anyhow, this is the part where I'm trying to... Well, it's not Yumi J's world. It's not really a world, but it is the beginning of these type of levels, as you can see in a moment. And I put it in 1 because I figure if I'm going to do more of it as a series, I want people to know that it is a series. So Goombas Are Cute 1 or something. So I'm putting this as part of my world maker. Now I'm like, well, that feels kind of weird. You know how I feel about thin lines, how I don't like thin lines. I like, you know, I like depth in my levels. So then I just add more of these. Here I am. Ah, yeah, I hate that part. I hate when I'm trying to... See, Mario Maker 1, they have the stylus, and that's what I really like, but they don't really have the stylus, so you're forced to use a controller to make these, and that feels kind of dumb to me. Of course, there's a thin line in between Yumi and Jay's, but who cares? They're fine. The Goombas are fine. Yeah, so here I am doing the clear check, and you'll see me clear checking within like less than 30 seconds or something. I forgot what my clear check time was. I did this first shot too, so to me it's not that hard because I playtested so many times before. Yeah, here I am going back and forth. Maybe in the Goomba level I should do a don't look left variation, but I'm going to have to look that up to see how to do that because I kept looking left. And I think if I have a don't look left part, then I can make it more troubling. Yep, here's the end of the level. Well, that was a lot of fun. I know the video was kind of long. There's the, here I am just submitting it. So if I figure if I'm doing a series, I might put in a 1 and do more. So I'm thinking of, doing more of this, like, don't look left. Goombas are cute, don't look left. Goombas are cute. Go, Incarnadino. I kind of want to do the Goomba costume, the Goomba cap. So where you have to march with the Goombas. So I'll think about that shortly. So here I am typing Goombas are cute, but then I hate how the keyboard is on the face, and then I have to type out every single one differently. Goombas are cute. Do not touch. It says, do not touch my Goombas. You'll be really sorry if you do. That's basically what it says. I still gotta make that thumbnail, but yeah, this video is pretty much done other than just doing the thumbnail. You'll be really sorry if you do. Alright, thanks guys. This has been awesome. Hope to do more of this. Oh, here I am picking the theme tags. So single player, and I was debating between theme or short and sweet, and I go with short and sweet actually.